Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and as you can see, this is the team we are running this time around for Traitless. And annoyingly, my Zoro did break, so you'll see in the run I have auto skip off for like majority of the run. But right now, since it's pretty late, I want to get this video out. So what I want to say for you guys is make sure you don't turn auto skip off the same length as mine, because if you do, you're gonna miss out on a lot of damage, and it's a lot of kills. You're probably can get up to like 1.8 kills, 1.8k kills, maybe 1.7. Probably even killing that boss. The reason why I am not running because I am going to be busy over, I guess, the next 2 days, and since it is 2x presents, I want to be maximizing my time in this. So of course when Monday rolls around, I'll do a better strat for this, so just bear with me and I'll improve it, kill the boss, and of course get a better run. But yeah, let me go through this up. You can see these are the units. In terms of memorials wise, I'm running Ice Queen and another Ice Queen, both Jack of all on my Dio and Stark. And then the two One Piece units, they need of course, Frozen Admiral. So, of course, Dofi is the one that benefits from it the most. And then, of course, Zoro's here. If I do max him, I do max him towards the end. But, of course, in a better run, he would be benefiting a lot more than my... what's her name? Uma. I gave this Divinity Benimaru. A lot of you guys have been saying, why do I run the Benimaru one? The only reason I run Benimaru is because you can see 16.52k damage compared to 15 point something. So pretty much, yeah, it's just the highest one I have right now. And then for Urza, I run her own Memoria with, of course, just Fortune 3. And that's it for the Memorias and, of course, the team and, whatever else I said. Yeah, so let's just get into this. Alright guys, so pretty much for this strat, I have two notes. The top left, of course, is only prioritizing your damage, speed, and crit for your Umas. You can do cost here and there if you do need it, but you shouldn't be needing it at all. And you can see the bottom right one, you don't want to play with auto skip off for too long. There are a lot of times here where I played with auto skip off for too long, and it definitely did affect my run a lot. And what I mean by that is, of course, Zoro has a specific time of how many debuffs he can take. And eventually, when it gets to a point, yeah, it just breaks and all your units get debuffed. So, in that run, yeah, or this run you see here, there was a point, yeah, when my units just broke, and because of that, I did not kill the boss. So, pretty much, you see me playing auto skip off, you can just start auto skip off for like 2 waves later. Let's say I start mine at like wave 7, do yours at wave 9. If I start my auto skip off at like wave 25, do yours at wave 27. Just so you can have the, I guess, 4 more waves of course, your max damage. And it will make a big difference, by the way. So I want you guys to note that, and of course be wary of that. And yeah, so I'm hoping in 2x speed, yeah, the video is still, of course, manageable to follow. It's just about putting Uma stats in, getting your Urza to, of course, Vanguard form. So she's, of course, buffing her units and giving the cost reduction. And that's when you get your Dolphins up. You can see I'm getting Starks down. There's 2 placed there, so at each corner, pretty much. Make sure they're within Urza's range, by the way, as well. And you can see for Uma, we're of course only doing damage, crit, and speed. And you can see me play auto skip off. I don't really need to, because it did affect my run a lot, And there's a bit of RNG in this run, I want you guys to note that. Because with this team, the RNG, of course, is you need the crystal to spawn within your Dolphy's range. If it does not happen, then you have to restart. Or go back to lobby and then go back in. Because if you restart the match, the Zoro's debuffs carry over to the next match. So yeah, the limit will just go like shorter in times of time. But yeah, here, this is where it gets important. You turn auto skip off. So you saw me put my auto skip on from wave 7, so I went from wave 9. And yeah, luckily the crystal was of course there, you can see on the left, meaning that I was guaranteed to kill it. And I did time stop this boss, and I put my deal onto slow mode. And the reason we time stop this boss, of course, is to, of course, slow him down a bit. But you got Starks to slow him down as well. But want to get like an extra 10 seconds on him. So, of course, he's being slowed a lot more. Oh, stalled a bit more. And yeah, with Dolphins getting upgraded, it's perfectly fine. Those leaks are not going to be an issue. And yeah, you see this boss got taken care of. We did use String Dominion over there, if you did not notice. And that's why the boss, the giant crystal, lost a lot of HP, like 2 mil or something like that, you know. Yeah, a lot of damage, you know, just from that. And yeah, here we did kill it off, meaning this boss did die. And yeah, I'm placing another Urza here just so I can get this deal to, of course, 20% more range. And yeah, you can see there's a lot of leaks. I did turn auto skip off, which is what cooked me over at wave 16. If I had this off at wave 18 or wave 19, a whole run would have been so much more smoother. And yeah, it is a big mistake I made. I did not realize how early Zoro would break. And because he did break very early, it did cost me a lot, you know. It costed me big time, by the way. You will see what I mean. Because this boss, he was so killable, you know. I got him down to like 4 million or some shit, bro. And I'm making sure that, of course, you see that's back here at the back. I'm making sure I have an Urza for each of the 2 stocks at the back. There's going to be 2 stocks at the back. Who are going to be, of course, 1 set to last and, of course, 1 set to first. You'll see what I mean. These 2, you want Urza at least in the range. So, of course, they have 20% more range. The other one goes here. See? And boom. That's perfectly placed. You got basically your slows in perfect positions. And yeah, that way you shouldn't really struggle. I guess the stock that's next to the deal could be moved into an optimal spot because where it isn't really the best spot, but yeah, I guess that makes sense, yeah. But yeah, we're getting deals to, of course, upgraded. We're getting all our units upgraded, making sure everyone is upgraded. Mainly our Dolphins, of course, card. They are primary DPS. And I think around this point, maybe like wave 24-ish, wave 23-ish, I don't know. Our Dolphins did break, and it did cost me heavily, you know, because it goes down to 0.8 multiplier. Yeah, right here, see? At wave 21. If your Dolphins break way later, of course, like wave 26, wave 27, wave 28, it just means you kill this boss so easily. You can see even with debuffed Dolphins, we're still doing so much damage to him. And even a debuffed Uma, by the way. So yeah, Uma lost like 70% damage, which is a lot for her. Even though she has a high overhead, you know, losing that much damage is still a lot. She went from 700k damage to, of course, 500k, which is a big gap, considering how much time she does attack. And you want to be effectively slowing and, of course, stalling this boss as much as you can. But yeah, you can see Uma just does so much damage to him, which is why it's annoying that I did get debuffed on my Uma and even my Doflamingos, because you see they went from, of course, the 600 something, 600k damage to, of course, to like 300k. And here I'm just making sure I get my Zoros placed down and just set them to weakest. Just for that bit of extra damage, because those Zoros here with the Memoria, the Frozen Admiral one, they do 160% more damage to wanted enemies. And here, I turned auto skip off at wave 30. I got deal over, and I just flipping times up the boss, and of course, I just clicked yes when I was about to die. But yeah, that's it for the strat. Like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.